Alright, so today we are setting up the LoadingReadyRun streaming office. These are our fancy new lights. We have to clean up this office, we have to paint this wall green, we have to set up a whole bunch of furniture, decorate, set up computers and Xboxes and PlayStation 3s and all sorts of fancy stuff. And we're all very excited.
So this office used to be our shipping office. So James had a desk set up in here, and every week he would go in and look at all the orders that came in from the store and package them up and send them out. And all of these shelves were used for DVDs and t-shirts and all sorts of other goodies that we happen to have. But about a year ago, we moved our shipping to Seattle because then we didn't have to do it, and it got to a lot of places a lot faster, and it was generally cheaper for people in the US and Canada to get their stuff. So it worked out pretty okay. But that means that this office has basically been sitting empty for the last year, which was good for Desert Bus because it became Desert Bus Price Storage and Desert Bus Shipping HQ, but bad for LoadingReadyRun. So we're reclaiming our office.
Alright, the original plan was to take these IKEA units and set them up here and have a camera angle here for behind us when we're just talking, and then put the desk here with all the stuff on it and have another camera here, and then paint this wall green for overlaying us onto the games. But this wall is a little too narrow, and it's fine for one person, but it's not really usable for two people. So we've just flipped it around. Now the IKEA units are here, we're going to fill them with fun stuff, and then we're going to paint this wall green so that we've got plenty of room for all the people that we want to have around. It does sort of mean that to get in you'll have to sort of like wander around the thing, but I think it'll work pretty well.
I'm in the LoadingReadyRun basement, home of filth. So much filth. So I decided today, while everything else was being cleaned up upstairs, you know, you can only have so many people working in one room at one time, that I would come downstairs and try to put stuff away and find stuff that had been lost because it had been, you know, misplaced or never returned to where it was supposed to go. And we got most of the moon base cleaned up, and I'm very happy. Lots of stuff hung back on hangers and props put back in their little bins. Found a bunch of props that we thought were missing, but turns out that they were stuffed in bags that was under a pile of other bags and then a pile of storage bags. And then all the tennis balls we bought for the Kickstarter because they had been put there after Desert Bus. Yay!
These are new lights for the streaming office, and we looked at a bunch of different styles of light, and we've shown you the lights that we normally use, or that we use for a lot of our stuff, but we are realizing that those lights are specifically designed to be very transportable, which is excellent, and they're super good for that. But that means that they are a little bit fragile because they have to be folded and unfolded, and they're made out of fabric and stuff. So if we are building an office where we don't actually need to transport the lights, why don't we get some lights that are a little bit more sturdy? So that's what these are. So they're also fluorescent, but a little bit different style, and hopefully they will work well.
You'll never see that on camera though.
Yeah. No, but I think for a personal pride, for doing a
My
good
son
job.
calls it painting, so I'm leaving.
I'll paint.
You better get some different clothes then for him.
Get one of your coveralls.
Yeah, no kidding.
Last time, actually for all three moon bases thus far, we've used the same gallon of green screen paint that we bought specially online. And this time we decided, screw it, we're just going to go across the street to the hardware store and get something that's green. So this is a gallon of lime wedge, which I picked from the colors, that I'm sure will work just fine. And because we don't want to get ourselves filthy, we're wearing some costumes that we have. These were bought at a surplus store in town for $5 a piece a couple years ago. They're from a sci-fi show that was shot in town. We have no idea what show or if it was ever actually like aired, but these were $5 in a giant bin, and we were like, those seem like they'd be handy. So I'm in geology, and Kathleen's from Complex 2.
Oh, geez. Carefully removing the paint roller so as not to splatter paint everywhere.
So part of what's going in the streaming office that is totally boring and has nothing to do with streaming is filing cabinets, so that we can file stuff in cabinets. Because right now our filing system is a bunch of shit on the desk, and then when we have to clean it up, in a box. So it's not really a system. to quote Bernard Black, it's very very much modeled on the old system, which is just shit everywhere.
Whoa, look at all this stuff.
The box of boxes.
Well, yeah, because they give you all the product boxes, right?
Oh, thank goodness they made sure to put this in. This is the most important part of the entire computer. The LED mod kit. Oh yeah.
Okay.
They're all the same brand.
Ooh. Double go holes.
Yeah, it's what I mean. It's not with the double top fans. It's crazy.
Oh, I guess that's why
I wonder how many people have ran their computer with this stuff inside.
they just plug it right in.
I hope nobody.
Oh god, that's gorgeous. Whoa.
That's real pretty.
So we have our SSD drive, 120 gig SSD drive, which is probably where the operating system is. All of our games can go on our 2 terabyte. Oh, that's where these things go. That's what those are.
They're quick
They're
releases.
just quick release from that. We have our 2 terabyte drive. Our what video card did you end up getting? We got the G4 GTX 7600. This mammoth of a card.
I think it's all kind of sealed up.
This is insane.
Has its own fan.
Look at the size of it.
Yeah.
It's
We asked for
120.
quiet fans, but
Yep.
That's the bigger the fan, the quieter.
The quieter it gets.
good.
Yeah.
Good.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Installing a new motherboard
that, that's,
like you do.
I mean, the thing I was like, that's the big deal with.
It's kind of cool.
Or that's the big thing that showed that the IMAX screen.
How big a ring?
So do we want to start making room in there?
Hell yeah.
James,
I don't know.
how thin is that monitor?
It's very thin. I mean, it gets thicker in the back, but don't we all?
Baby got back.
Oh, the best part of setting up electronics.
Yep.
Peeling off the plastic. It's the best. Who ordered the monitor?
Cables can come out.
Monitor? Who ordered the monitor?
Oh, I need to.
Ram it.
You sure? Oh, okay.
It's just a little. There you go.
Is it in yet?
It's in.
I'm hacking. We're in.
You'll lose picture for a bit here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Whoa.
I'm so glad I was rolling when you did that.
Which is funny.
Yeah.
Disco dancing. So this mouse that you saw in the Bitcoin conspiracy video, so it's funny, because it looks like a thing of gold. It's really uncomfortable because the buttons are so high, and you're very like, it sucks. It's a piece of shit. And now, June 13th, The office is obviously done because we've been streaming since the beginning of the year, but now it's been stable for long enough that we can finally sort of show you the setup we have. So, the camera. This is the main camera. This is actually one of the cameras we use to shoot Strip Search, one of the cameras we use for Desert Bus. The same kind of camera that this is now being shot with right now. This is the one that is focused on the green screen, and it's what you see us through. And the reason that we use this one is because it has a specific output, SDI, that works really well for streaming into the computer. We have our lights now set up. This is a more recent addition to the office. This is an air conditioner donated to us by chat room user Caffeinated Lemur, because we were complaining, not bitterly, but we were complaining and mentioning how hot the room was, even in January and February in the winter, because of all the lights and the equipment and everything, and it's just a very small, tight room. And he was like, boy, if you guys are hot now, how is it going to be like in the summer? And I'm really enjoying what you guys are doing, so I want to give you this. So he apparently got a great deal on this, and now Honeywell, as the chat room calls it, because it's the brand name, is one of our favorite pieces of equipment in the room. And then this is the main sort of area. When people see it in person, they comment that it's a lot smaller than they thought, because everything's pretty tight together. This is the gaming PC, this is the streaming monitor A and streaming monitor B. This is where all the most of the command stuff happens, and it's shorter so that the main camera can see over it. And then when we're playing a console, we preview it on here through XSplit. Here's our two computers, our gaming PC over here and our streaming PC over here. On top of the streaming PC is a switcher box that we plug all of the consoles into. It has two HDMI inputs, two component inputs, and a DVI input. And we use all of those, and in fact, in some cases we need to switch things around. And here's a box for the Xbox One, which we use when we're filming Checkpoint to put the microphone on it so it can be out of shot. Here's our soundboard, our microphone, and our shelf of many things. Wii U, Xbox One, PS4, PS3, which is on still. Turn that off. Original Wii 3DS, which was also donated to us, a streaming 3DS by chat user Antitonic, who was like, I have this and I don't want it, do you want it? And it was already modded to be streaming, and Beej was using that to stream Super Princess Peach. Xbox 360, PS2, basically all the consoles we could want, and our variety of entertaining stuff, including our You Have Really Good Luck for Future Ref embroidered plaque after someone called us a luck sack in a game of Magic Online. And that's it. That's the whole room. We've got one light at the back here to underlight the green screen. We've got one light over top to fill in, and we've got the two front lights to make sure that we get even light all over the green screen so that it keys out properly. And that's the room. And it's been doing us very, very well. So I hope that you've been enjoying watching the streams, and I hope you will continue to do so. I don't know if we're leaving Sock Monkey Batman or not. Actually, he's fine, but if you see just the shadow, it's very menacing.
Creepy.